Good morning, Happy. Morning, Rocket. And good morning, abundant tree kale. Got the morning dew. Really starting to fill out now. Just gorgeous. And good morning to you, my YouTube friends and family. I'm out here on this beautiful Tuesday morning, November 8th, doing my morning walkabout, as I do every day. And I thought, hey, take you guys along with me for 2 days in a row now. Show you some of the growings on out here. As you can see, still getting zucchinis here in November. But all over the place, I've got these fava beans now starting to pop up. The microclover that I seeded in the pathways is now starting to come in real thick. I've been walking all over this, as have the dogs, and the chickens have been pecking at this as well. Some areas are worse than others, but I was expecting this. Slightly overseeded up front. Over here at the edge of this hugelkultur, you can see where I've just been stacking up compost. Some squash and Popo are now starting to pop up. They won't make it, but it's just funny how easily these things can grow when given the right situation. This hugelkultur bed is a very fertile way to plant things out. You can see here's another fava bean poking out. So this plant, once again, is the Cardoon, the cousin of the artichoke. And this plant here had already fully matured, flowered, and I cut it all the way back to the ground a couple months back. And it's re-emerged now with a couple new plants that can now be separated and propagated in the garden. Just to give you a better idea, look how huge these leaves are. Got a nice healthy artichoke over here. It's about 4.5 feet tall. Here's an artichoke that I had featured earlier in the season. Same thing. I had chopped and dropped its first flush, and now it's come back. And there's 3 more plants surrounding the original that I can now separate and propagate out in the garden. The kumquat tree is starting to ripen up. If you've never eaten these, you actually can eat the peel. This Valencia Orange still coming along. Nice balanced ratio of fruit to tree girth, I would say. That could be thinned. Could do a little pruning on here as well. No fruiting yet on this navel orange here. It's the rosemary going into flower. This is a 3-year-old Echinacea, and it's after 3 years that you can, because these are perennial flowers, you harvest the roots, which I'll be doing shortly, and you can make a tincture out of it. And I'll tell you right now, if there's one herbal remedy that I'm extremely fond of, it's Echinacea tincture. It's absolutely amazing, especially if you have it on hand through the winter season. People around you getting sick, the flu, getting colds. You just take some of that Echinacea tincture as soon as you start feeling anything start to come on, and bam, knocks it out. So look into it. Just put together this bucket water. Got a video coming up showing you how I put this together. But it's got these watering nipples on the bottom the chickens drink from. Yeah, I'll share more with you about this on an upcoming vid. So over here behind these plant protection cages, I've got some taro root growing. So we picked up some tubers over at the Asian market. In the Philippines they call this gabi, and my wife loves to cook, especially with the tuber, but the leaves are edible as well. They do need to be cooked and prepared before you can actually eat them, but a highly ornamental plant. I don't expect the chickens will bother this plant much. And once these grow out, they look very similar to the calla lily flower. If you're familiar with that, I've got one growing back over here. Beautiful ornamental flower, non-edible, but another plant I'm trying to get established back here in the chickens forest area. Well, that's all I got for today, everybody. Take care, and I'll be checking in with you again real soon.